Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kim, a fairly average mum, and today I'm going to be filming what I eat in a week for slimming on a plant-based gluten-free diet. So let's get cracking. Okay, this is part one of two sort of videos. So a few people have asked me what I'm eating on a plant-based, gluten-free sort of slimming journey. I've not filmed it just because I eat some very odd combinations, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it. It might be of help to some people, or at least you might look at your own food afterwards and think, well, thank goodness I'm not eating what she's eating. Mine looks considerably better. But anyway, I've just been to Asda. So I went and got a week's shop at Asda. Well, there's more food than I need in a week. But I'd literally run out of almost everything. I think I've got some rice left, maybe a bit of milk. I'm not entirely sure. I've got some ketchup and barbecue sauce and things like that, but I've got no food items. So anyway, I've gone and got quite a big shop for me. And it's all plant-based. It's all gluten-free. So I'll show you what I got. And then through this week, I'm going to film all the different meals that I'm eating and things like that. And then next week, I'll put a video up with all those meals showing you what I've made from all these items, if you see what I mean. Anyway, right, so this is all at Asda and it costs me altogether £39.14. But what I'm going to do is, as I show you the things, I'll put the price on the screen so you can see kind of what I paid for these things. Okay, I've got 4 bags, so I better crack on. You'll know I haven't got my gigs on as well, but that's because I don't need them for showing you this. Right, so first up, I got a snack type thing, which is some rice cakes. There's a fly in this room as well. It's driving me nuts. Right, it's because I've closed the window, it can't get out. So if it goes past, you know what it is. Right, I got these salt and vinegar rice cakes. I love rice cakes, but just because they're really quick and easy to sort of get with some cucumber on or something like that if I'm wanting a bit of a snack, but I prefer them if they're flavoured. So I got these anyway. That's one of the few snacky things that I got. Then I bought this big bag of frozen broccoli. Right, I buy a mixture of fresh and frozen vegetables, and I like broccoli, the frozen broccoli, because I just find it's easier to do, you know. I'm quite a lazy cook when it comes to it. I just like stuff that's really quick and easy, so I got that. Then I bought myself some chilies. I like fresh chilies, but I've also got chili flakes and chili powder in the cupboard. But I like fresh chilies, like on salads and stuff like that. So I got those. They weren't expensive. I considered getting the birds, are they called bird's eye ones? You know, the super thin ones, but I ended up getting these ones. I thought they'd be less harsh. And then I bought this. Now, I haven't had this before, and I don't tend to eat a lot of pasta or any pasta. My daughter loves it, but at the times I've had it before, it's been quite slimy, but I thought I could really fancy some pasta, so I got myself this. It's the tricolour one, Fusilli. So it's just all different colours, look. Can you see it in there? Yeah, just like that. But I find sometimes when you cook it, it can be quite slimy. So I'm going to phone my daughter and find out how she cooks it so it's less slimy. So I got that one. And then, because a lady told me that Marmite has got gluten in it, I've been eking out my last jar. But I saw this yeast extract, which is just Asda's own, and thought it's got no gluten in it. So giving that one a go, see if it's any good, you know, see if it's as good as Marmite. I like it on toast, and I also mix like a spoonful in with gravy and stuff, make it a bit more beefy. Then I got myself some plant-based spread, right, for me toast, but I also use this for cooking. So I don't tend to buy oil, because it's 2 things I have to carry. So I just put like a teaspoon of that in if I'm frying up onions or something like that. So yeah, I got this Vitalite one because I really like that one. They do an Asda's own, but I prefer this. So got that one. Then I bought myself a load of baked beans. Now, last time I did one of these hauls, people were saying to me that I didn't have enough protein in. Right, I tend not to worry because there's protein in vegetables as well that people sort of don't realise. But I thought I'm going to make an effort to eat more beans and not just baked beans, but other beans to get a bit more protein in as well. So anyway, these are just Asda's own baked beans, 4 cans. I think they're about 96p, which is considerably cheaper than the sort of Heinz ones. I do like the Heinz ones, but I don't mind these Asda ones at all. So got those 4 cans because I like beans on toast, but I also mix, and on jacket potatoes, but I also mix the beans in with other stuff when I'm cooking because it makes it quite saucy as well. And then I got myself some minced garlic paste. I would highly recommend looking down the world food aisle if you're getting oat like this, right, in any supermarket, because to get a tiny little jar of this at Asda not on the world food aisle were about £1.20, but I got this massive one. I think it was less than £1. I'll put it on screen. But yeah, honestly, I've tried doing fresh garlic. I can't be bothered with it. I end up trying to get the smell off my hands for days afterwards. Whereas this, I can just get like a bit of a teaspoon, put it in stuff. Tastes great, lasts for ages. So yeah, Asia's Finest Foods, TRS. So very happy with that one. Yeah, I do completely run out, like I say, of almost everything. And then when I'm at work and stuff, I take salads in and usually have it with some rice or something like that. So I bought myself 2 cucumbers, right, because I love cucumber. Absolutely love it. I have to ration myself when I start eating cucumber because I could just eat the whole thing. Do you know what I mean? So I got 2 cucumbers to last the week. I also bought 2 lettuces, but one must be in the other bag. I love iceberg lettuce. It's one of my favourite foods, you know. It really is, undoubtedly one of my favourite foods. I like it with rice on and all sorts of stuff. And I find that the leaves of this, you can use as wraps. You know, when you're gluten-free, you know, sort of a lot of wraps you can't eat, you know, because they've got gluten in them. So I like making saucy stuff and then using lettuce leaves as wraps. Also, it's lower calorie, isn't it? Not that I count calories, as you'll find out this week. Right, come in. But anyway, I got 2 of those. I'll come across the other one in a minute. Then I bought myself 2 boxes of cereal. Now, the one I really like is this one at Asda, which is more like a bran flake. But they literally had this 1 box left. So I bought myself a cornflake one as well. Right, so what I'll do is mix a handful of each one in together so that I've got like bran flakes, but it'll eke out the bran flake one a bit more. It's not bran that's in there, but you know. So yeah, it's free from gluten, both of those. And neither of them have got a Wells in, I don't think. Please don't let them have, because I didn't check. Nope, I'm all right with those. Thank goodness for that. It's my other lettuce. Pick this bag up. Right, I got myself some crunchy peanut butter. Now, this is quite high calorie, but it's protein for a start. But second off, I like to mix it in if I'm having porridge. Although I didn't get myself any porridge oats, I mix some of this in sometimes, just a teaspoon, and it flavours it really well. But also I like mixing it in when I'm making stuff as well, because it gives it a bit of extra flavour and thickness. So I don't just eat peanut butter, you know, as peanut butter. I tend to mix it with other stuff so that I'm having less of it. But I don't mind if it's this cheapo one, you know what I mean? So got that. Got myself a bag of peppers. Now, they have these ones that are like 3 in a thing. They're nearly the same price as this one that had 6 in. My favourite colour pepper is orange, and this bag had 3 orange ones in. So I think orange is supposed to be ripest, isn't it? But anyway, I'll be cooking those into all sorts of stuff. Plus, I like sometimes having a bit of pepper on my salad. So yeah, got those. Bought myself a jar of coffee. Now, I like this one, and I like the Kenco one that's in a green jar. They're both decaf, and I buy whichever is cheapest. So today in Asda, the Kenco one were £4, this were £3.50, so hence why I've got this one. I have to get the decaf, because otherwise I'd be high as a kite. I have so much coffee in a day. You know, when I'm not at work and I'm at home, I must have about 8 pots. So yeah, got that one anyway. Then I got myself some soya milk. Now this is my preferred milk. Right, so if you're drinking oat milk, soya milk, whatever else, right, sometimes you have a problem with separating, you know, with it separating in the coffee and things. But this Alpro soya doesn't separate at all. I got 3, but I've already opened one because I made a coffee when I got back. So yeah, so got those. Like I say, it doesn't separate, so I've tried cheaper ones, but they just do that separating. It makes me feel really nauseous, that I don't like it. Then I bought myself this Madras cooking sauce. This'll do several meals. Now, I have to be careful in Asda because some of the curry sauces have got milk in. This one doesn't, right? But I have to check every time because I can never remember which ones have got milk in and which ones haven't. So this is a milk-free one. And it's relatively cheap and it's very tasty. I can mix that in with all sorts of stuff, me. You know, like sometimes I'll do, you know, like a sort of peppers, onions, a bit of other vegetable in and just put some of this on it, have it with rice. But sometimes I just like some of it heated up on like a jacket spud. Make myself a curry spud. So yeah. It'll last me for ages, you know what I mean? It'll last me for several meals. Once you've opened it, I think you've got about 3 days to eat it, but that's fine. If I don't eat it by that time, I usually make enough stuff to use up what's left and then freeze whatever I've made. So yeah, got that one. And then also on the world food aisle, I get these KTC beans and stuff. So I love these chili beans because they're in sauce and they taste really spicy. So I just have some of those mixed in with other things and it makes like a chili all on its own. So, and these are 3 for £1 as well. The other ones I got were this white kidney bean one, just like that, mixed in with salads and things. Oh, and then I bought myself a pot of jam for when I want to have some toast. But I just got this cheapo strawberry jam. I'm not fussed whether it's cheap or not, you know what I mean? It tastes nice, so I went for a cheapo one. So happy with that. I can see that fly around me somewhere. It's probably interested in my lettuce. Next bag. Right, I bought myself a big bag of Spuds because I use lots of potatoes. Cook them in things, make mashed potato. Well, I say mashed potato. Heavily boiled potatoes because I don't have a potato masher, but yeah, and I cook it into I cook potatoes into other things as well, you know, like curries and stuff. So got those Scottish Maris Piper potatoes. I won't fuss what potatoes I got as long as I got a bag at a decent price. Oh, here's some more of my frozen. Got some frozen cauliflower. Love that. Really like cauliflower. So sometimes I just like cauliflower with nutritional yeast on top. It's like cauliflower cheese because nutritional yeast are these flakes that you can buy at Asda as well, but I've still got some in my cupboard that taste the cheese. So sometimes I just make myself some cauliflower and then sprinkle some nutritional yeast on top. Got myself some frozen peas. I don't get any flash ones, just get the Asda frozen ones. I find they're very nice. They're not like bullets, they're all right. And I cook those into stuff as well as have them on the side of things. So they're always good to have in. And then the other thing that I always get, you know, when I ain't got any in is frozen sweet corn. God, these are starting to go soft now. I've only been in half an hour, but honestly, they've started to go. Yeah, so I got this bag of frozen sweet corn because this is something else that's got loads of protein in that you can sort of mix in with other things, as well as have it on its own. Sometimes I like this mixed with a bit of vegan salad cream on top of a salad because I quite like the combination of hot and cold together, me. Slightly odd, I know, but anyway. Okay, my other things that I got on me 3 for £1. I got 2 tins of chopped tomatoes. Make myself some chilli type things with those. Or just some tomato soup. Sometimes I just warm one of these, you know. Stick some basil on top of it. Bit of garlic in it. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. I've got tomato soup, you know, but it's like 33p. So great. Got myself some olives, because I like these on salads. I just find they add a bit of something extra to... I have different salads, but I like olives occasionally on them, so I find they're very tasty. So always glad to get some olives, and the cheapest ones today were the black ones, so I went for them. I'm not fussed with the black or green. I like them both same. So yeah, pitted black olives. As long as they don't have a stone in, I'm all right. Because otherwise I could end up breaking a tooth, you know what I mean, me? So anyway, I got those. Oh, also, on my 3 for £1, black eye beans. I like these. I think these are my favourite beans that are not like the chili ones, you know, these. They're just really nice, very tasty. I like them on my salads and things. And I like them cooked into other things as well. Sometimes I make like a 3-bean chili. You know what I mean? So, and they're all out of cans. I've tried getting the dried ones, but I can't be bothered with all soaking and boiling and everything else. Whereas I know these, I will definitely eat, you know. Otherwise, the bags of the dried ones just end up sitting in my cupboard till I'm fed up of them, you know. End up donating them. Then I got this coconut milk, but the only one I could get this time, I tried getting it on the world food aisle and they just didn't have it. So I got this reduced fat one, which were the cheapest one out of every other one that they had there. If you go to like Home Bargains and stuff though, you can get coconut milk really cheap. So, and you can normally on world food aisle, but they just didn't, like I said, didn't have it today. They had a gap where it was supposed to be. So I got that one instead. As you'll notice, most of these things are vegetables and beans and stuff like that, you know, raw ingredients. There's not a lot of sauces up to this point. But here we go, right, got myself some gravy granules like this if I'm having like just some vegetables and mash and stuff. Just mix myself some of this up for beef. But it ain't got oat in it. It's gluten-free and vegan, so now in it. You know, it's just gravy granules, so it's just got veggies, I think, in them. Yeah, so cool, like that one. Then I found out that this Asda bread ain't got any egg in it, which I'm really pleased about. I got 2 of these because they're considerably bigger than the Shah ones or whatever it's called that I were getting. I'm really happy with them because they're cheaper and you get more than double the amount of bread in them. So I'll be getting those from now on, I think. Because that, honestly, 2 of those, I put them in freezer, me. And then I just take out a couple of slices when I need them. So I don't end up wasting any bread. But honestly, I'm really pleased that I managed to get that one. Because that is a massive loaf for a gluten-free loaf, that. You know, which tells you how small they normally are. Then I saw this and I thought, treat myself. Got this deliciously vegan korma. Thought that'd be really nice. Sharwoods. Thought I'd give that one a try. Like I say, normally I go for the Asda ones. But I saw this on the vegan section and thought, normally you can't get korma, you know, as a cooking sauce. So I probably spice it up, but I just love all the coconutty flavour of it. So got that one. I was super happy when I saw that. It'll make a nice change for me, that. Then I got myself some carrots. I like these just cooked carrots, boiled carrots. Sometimes I boil them in with my potatoes and then have carrot and potato together. I find one flavours the other, you know. So, that was cheapest bag you could get. Well, you could get these tiny little carrots, but it were about half the size of the bag or half the weight. So, got the massive one. So, that's that. Then I bought a big bag of onions. You know, I don't care if they're small onions because it's only me. So normally, right, I'll just cook one onion if I'm like cooking it into something. So it don't matter if it's a small onion. When I had a family of 4, I used to go for those massive onions because otherwise I'd spend half an afternoon peeling onions, you know, crying into my food. So, but now there's just me. I get just the little ones, they're fine. Then I also got myself a massive thing of tomatoes. Because I like tomatoes on my salad. So that'll last me a week, that. I hope. because I do love them. I'm going through a phase. Sometimes I can't stand tomatoes, and other times I absolutely love them. And at the moment, I'm going through a phase of absolutely loving them. So yeah, that'll last me hopefully this week. And then last up, I bought myself, this is another treat. Right, this is when I saw the pasta, I thought I'm definitely going for it. So this is a vegan carbonara sauce. I really fancied that, you know. So I thought that'd be really nice on some pasta. So hopefully I can get the pasta not to be slimy. I'll ring Rose, my daughter, because she cooks it all the time. She knows what she's doing, I don't. But I just fancied it. The only thing that put me off is with pea protein. If you've ever tasted pea protein, when I used to go to gym all the time, my ex-partner, not the last one, the one before that, right, he used to go to gym all the time as well. And he used to like have protein, you know, sort of protein shakes and stuff like that. And we once bought this pea protein. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted in my life. It were absolutely horrible. Even he couldn't stand it. So after that, we used to get soya protein. But so the only thing, like I say, that put me off with the pea protein, because I've tasted pea protein, I don't like it. But I'm hoping that in a carbonara sauce, it'll be fine. So like I say, that's all my food shopping, and it all came to £39.14. So that's all. This food's going to last me more than a week. Some stuff I'll have to replace next week, things like bread and probably salad and things, but the vegetables, I've got more than a week's worth there. So what I'll do is next week I'll come on, I'll have filmed all my food and stuff to the best of my ability. You know, when it's a work day and everything, it might be a bit of a pain, but I'm gonna do it, you know, right? I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability. It'll be more trying to show you my breakfast when I'm about to head out the door. But I'll do it to the best of my ability so that you'll see what I make from all this food. And I'll insert a clip of all the food laid out on my table now. Okay, so this is all of it together. All my veggies and things, salad, potatoes, broccoli, all my cans, milk, bread, sauces. That's all of it. So that's £39.14's worth there. So lots and lots of vegetables, beans. And like I said, I've got rice in the cupboard. I wanted to get some rice noodles, but they just didn't have any in the dried ones. And I find that the fresh ones go off straight away, so I didn't bother with those. But anyway, that'll last me all week. And some, you know, lots of veggies though. Okay, so yeah, like I say, I'll be back next week with another episode in what I eat in a week for on a slimming journey when I'm plant-based and gluten-free. Okay, so, but that's everything for today. If you've liked this video, please give us a like. It really helps us out. And if you like this kind of content, you might want to consider subscribing. I've left all my contact details in the description box in case you want to contact me for any reason. And I'll also link Asda, just in case you want to go ahead and get yourself a shop. I'm not sponsoring this. I just feel like I should link it just in case anybody wants to go on there. But thank you very much for taking a few moments out of your day to spend with me. Bye!